sneak this trailer and kind of go from there with it. But kind of running out of space where it's not in the way. Um, yeah, we're just gonna go from there with it. I just put a coat. I just tried the turbo can black on the dump truck, and it actually one can did the whole back box, but that turbo can's freaking pretty impressive. I will say that. Um, Firewood. I didn't have any firewood deliveries this week. I had 4 people get a hold of me. 3 of them were in Lake Placid, which I'm not delivering out there. They can come and get it. And 2 of them guys, they're looking for dump trailers or something to get this dry wood from here to there, because I really don't go over 20, 25, 30 miles with a dump truck just because it's old, and I really don't want to break down all that far from home with it if the case does come to that. So, and there's more DOT out that way. So that's kind of what's been going on. I haven't actually stepped foot on this property since probably last Sunday when we were here doing a live stream. I've been up on the hill. I've got one more day. Monday, I'm going to hit the softwood again. I'm hoping wake up early tomorrow, and I think all the parts for that 661 done. So I'd like to stick that thing in the softwood before I'm out of that job. So Jordan, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? Biggest fan. I like and subscribe to you. Literally, like your videos and live stream. Well, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. Nice to have you. And then we got Gene PG. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. Good to have you all. So yeah, we do logging, we do firewood. I do on the odd occasion now, thank the good Lord. Tree jobs, climbing, that type of thing, but not. I don't know. I don't get into that too much. I'm a sub. Why not? What do you mean, bub? I'm a sub. Why not? Did I say something? I might have missed something. Either way, I'm trying to get out of the tree work side, just because the people around here are kind of pains in the butt to do tree work for. There are quite a few that I'll still do work for them as they need it and whatnot. But is tree work hard or not? Well, of course it's hard. Um, my biggest issue with the tree work, uh, like doing residential trees, um, is I ran into people that wanted to hold your money too often. Um, you know, if I quote a job out at $1,500, $3,500, whatever the case may be, we walk around the property, tell me exactly what the trees are that you want down or limbed or pruned up or something like that, and I get it done. And then all of a sudden, well, I want to get a couple more done. It doesn't, I guess if you were to make a contract or something like that. But it's just I never really got into that. I always was a man of my word. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to get it done. This is the price for what you want done, and that's kind of it. Um, and I never really had it from the people around here. Again, it's Lake Placid. The people with money that want you to go on their property, do this work, and then all of a sudden, that's not enough for the amount that you're asking. I want you to do more, type of thing. So, um, with logging, I can, I don't know. I've done it. I've done it for years under somebody. There's a reason why loggers are dying off. It's just it's very hard to live off logging now. Like my old boss told me, he says if I was to do it over again, I would stick with a cable skidder, a chainsaw, and stinking mount. Um, and get rid of the trucking. And that's my biggest issue is the trucking because I don't charge for the truck. And whenever I do, if somebody's 25, 30 miles out, I'll do a free 10 miles. After that, it's $2 a mile, and people have a hissy fit about the mileage. But the truck is $500 a month just on insurance, let alone the amount of fuel the thing burns. So it's kind of a necessary evil when you're doing this type of work. I've only had a handful of people come here and actually pick up the wood versus the amount of people that didn't have a way to get the wood to the house. So I had to have a dump truck. What's up, Beachy? Um, I'm a sub means I'm going to subscribe. Well, thank you. Because I like helping. That's why I started my own business, man. Was because I got so much more enjoyment out of helping my neighbors and being able to be around. And when I'm 3-4 hours away logging and an emergency happens at home or something like that, it got crazy. So I have no clue what you're talking about, Mr. Beachy. Uh, have a good one, boys. You too, Thug Nasty. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. Um, when are you going hunting? Because you should live stream it. I would never live stream me hunting. I uh, I don't even bring my phone with me when I'm hunting. I've missed quite a few opportunities sitting for hours because all of a sudden, marketplace had something interesting going on or something like that. So I usually I'd leave my phone in the side by side or in my hunting bag or something like that, and I'd walk in from there and not have it. But yeah, no, I don't. If I had a blind or some type of enclosed structure, I would do it. But I, the tree stands just it wouldn't work out. I wouldn't be able to talk. I don't talk. I don't move. I don't really do anything, and I'm more of a deer watcher, to be honest with you. I haven't saw I haven't saw I haven't seen a nice enough deer with a rifle or a bow to to take one yet. I did fire at one 2 years ago with my bow, and it was kind of like what was it? It was a small six. I think it was 2 years old, something like that. And I ended up drawing down on him. He was about 40 out. I drew down on him, and I ended up pulling my shot at the last second because I really wasn't committed on him. I had one picture of a big deer. I don't even know what he was for points wise, but he was a big, full bodied, beautiful buck. And I think it was like the last week of bow season, and I thought, how cool it would it be to get my first decent buck with a bow. So I drew down on him. And I ended up not following through, and I ended up shooting in between a crotched out white birch, and I drove that white birch. But no, that's pretty much it. I mean, hunting, fishing, doing that type of stuff. I don't know. That's like just peaceful time. I don't know. But I like coming in here on Sundays and bull crapping back and forth, trying to get ideas and give people ideas. That's pretty much what today is. Day of rest and day to just kind of reflect and think about what I've got to get going on for the next week. I gotta put some 3M on the back of this mount. She's sagging. So you looking to start your own business, Gene, or? Yeah, we're actually in early bow right now. That's why I've got to get off this other property. Which, like I said, hopefully I'll make a little recording. The long form content I haven't been doing. I've got probably maybe 4 or 5 videos still on the camera from like a month ago. Um, but until that content starts getting popular or whatever, I'm not going to waste my time doing it, especially this last month with the softwood. I mean, man, I could make some decent stuff, I would imagine. Uh, but I think shorts, TikTok, Facebook, all these other platforms that breaks videos down into 60-second things. I think that's kind of ruined the long form content aspect because, like, I watched last night, which a lot of people will probably wouldn't, but I watched a guy use a fella buncher for over 60 minutes, and that's the kind of content that I watch. Like, I'll watch guys in skidders, and they're just filming the job, and then I've got a couple people that I just started watching now. They're younger, and they'll come in with a skidder. They'll break off to the tree falling. They've got the chokers on the trees, and they're drawing out the wood, and then they focus over on the loader picking up the load. It's very like Call of Duty esque editing, and I think people are starting. I think people have got so transformed by these YouTube shorts that it's like what's that, dopamine or something like that, like Call of Duty and all these what is it? I keep wanting to think Fallout Boy, Fortnite, where it's like dopamine hit, dopamine hit, dopamine hit, and that's what people want to watch now. Where I'm still in the old one lonely farmer type of deal where I'm trying to show the job, I'm trying to show what I'm doing and how we get there type of deal. So uh yeah, I'm going to, but I'm in South Africa, so it's hard to. Oh yeah, I've watched a lot of them boys down there, and then be honest with you, I don't know. I don't know where these guys are. I've got quite a few subscribers from across the ocean there, and I'm watching how they're cutting. And I mean, they're cutting with the old big saws, no chain break, steels. Uh, I don't even have a clue. Like 088, maybe 080. I don't know steel as well as I know huskies, but they got the sandals on and they're ripping logs with frickin' them old saws. Yo, do a quick donut. Yeah, okay. No, he won't shut up. I'm trying to listen. And I'm trying to get this phone mount to frickin' stay. Yeah, I'd be interested, man. You film any of what you got. Send me send me some comments or something like that. I'd be interested to see what kind of trees you guys have down there. I've definitely seen some different species, that's for sure. At least where they're logging overseas or logging. Well, I guess they are logging. I was just watching a fella with a typhoon or whatever the heck it was. It came up on my feed before church this morning. The guy was using an old Deutz Alice or something like that. 4-wheel drive. He had chains on the front tires, and he had a typhoon winch on the back, and he had a remote control that he was running the winch on his belt. It was freaking cool. So I'm gonna look into that. I'm either gonna jump in with a tractor and get another winch down the road, or I'm gonna go and get a skidder. And the skidder's looking mighty tasty right now. An old timber jack or a John Deere or something like that. A lot of thorn trees. Yeah, that'll be fun to climb. I wonder how spurs would bite into that. Are you guys even use spurs down there? Frick, some of these guys climbing these palm trees are doing it with a rope and flip flops on, man. I whatever. And thorns are huge. That's what I mean. I don't know. No, I enjoyed the climbing. What spurs are? Tree spikes. Put them on the arches of your feet, strap them to your boots and shins or whatever the heck you want to call them. There, they've got the picks. And you just kind of pick into the tree, pick into the tree, pick into the tree, that type of thing. Get yourself a nice saddle too. That would be the ticket. When I started, I didn't have the best saddle in the world. Not that I do now. Mine's a used saddle, but I still paid I think $400 for it. And I'm running gecko spikes, gecko steels, weaver belt, and forgot what the yeah. I don't know. I've got a decent setup for what I'm doing or for what I do. I mean, this year I think I've only done maybe 10 climbing deals, but yeah, yeah, I've been logging. I love the logging. Logging's fun. I have to go. It's my bedtime. Enjoy it while you too, buddy. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate that, man. I'm gonna send him GP one more. You too, buddy, and good luck on your endeavors, man. Let's see. It was one of these books I wanted to. Well, there's the Timberwolf. Alpha 5. Thanks for coming in, Gene. Yeah, so this isn't what I was looking for, but actually, old boy Ground Pounder just bought one of these splitters, the Alpha 6. And it was actually the first time. I mean, I've heard of Timberwolf and all that. I just didn't realize that they were in the in the splitter game. It's freaking very impressive. I mean, some of the I wish I could show you guys on the phone. He sent me a I think it was a small video, and it was of his one of his employees running the splitter, and the log that he had on it was like taller than him by 2 feet. It was incredible, absolutely incredible. Timberwolf Pro MP. No. Right. Cranberg. No. They're a big sponsor of this freaking book, though. I'll tell you that. Kiln Direct. Can't believe I overlooked them. They got like 3-4 pages in here. Maybe it wasn't this one. Timberland News. Let's see. This is it, I think. No, it's not. There's a new splitter out. I see it on the at the login show. Must not be this, either this or that, or I missed the page. I think it's like 4-phase. There's air dry, unconventional, conventional kilns. Yeah. Looking at kilns yet. But there's a splitter that's freaking what was it, Ohio wood burner? I didn't watch the video. I just see that he had one at his wood yard. But it has like a conveyor. You put the wood chunks on, and it splits it to your recommended size. It's freaking insane. Oh, that must have been what it was, but it wasn't. Okay. But they're getting freaking crazy. They're like they're almost to the point now where you can have a firewood operation in a warehouse. Freaking hornets. So that'll be kind of cool. While we're waiting for people to come, I might as well bring around people. Thanks. I'll visit again anytime, buddy. I'll bring you guys around real quick. Those of you that are brand new here, I don't know. Every time we do this, we seem to lose service. But You can see I'm stacking pigs in these IBCs, and this is the money maker for us right now. I've still got the bladder over here. I still haven't cut the hole in that. I just haven't. I haven't had no time to come down here and do any splitting. But I did come down. I did all the chains with the lube. I lubed everything up. I got everything all set up for that. Did the oil change and hydraulic flush on this. I think this week we're going to be getting in here, and I'm going to be putting the supports across there, and then the roof. And I believe I'm going to be using this as a tool room slash whatever you want to call it. So that should be starting here in the next week or so. I did buy a diesel heater. That's what's left of the firewood at the moment. And we've got some of the wood that we've got staged here. I've got about this much plus up at the woods right now that we're going to be bringing down. And I think I'm going to move that trailer and put all the wood through there. At least that's my thoughts at the moment. So I'll be interested to see what we get out of this. And then I've got some more selectively cut stuff that's going to be going up through here as we get back in here, at least. These are the bins. And I'm in the process of moving these guys. This is hopefully this isn't washed out too bad here. All the year seasoned wood. The old conveyor. This is sold wood. Air dried. These are the big chunks that I've got to take down. I do them with a splitter at home. We actually just had a tractor fire. My son's been running the 140 with wagon. He's been learning how to back up them two-wheeled wagons, like a garden cart type of deal. So I gave him the little 140 that I put a diesel engine on, and the exhaust ended up rattling off of the thing 2 nights ago, and it laid onto the starter solenoid and the positive, and the battery caught fire, and it messed the hood up pretty good, but it's all right. He got off the machine and came down and got me, and we saved it. So good to at least still have that little guy. But yeah, he's been loving that thing. We put some ag tires on the back of it, and some. We got a skunk. I smell a skunk. Kind of weird time of the day for that. But this is where we brush hogged and got this all cleaned up this year, because this was all full of popples and everything else, which are over here. So we got this all cleaned up and ready. I'm going to keep brush hogging it next year, but this is where the new bin site's going to be for drying. At least it's the plan at the moment. So we got all the and this is a brand new system. I'm gonna try this because I did have wood that was moist halfway down the stack. So I'm interested to see if this doesn't let more airflow in and alleviate that moisture issue on that bottom row. I'm probably gonna need to make more of these wood bunkers, but we've got the property here to do it, so I don't have a problem with making more of them. That's for darn sure. The only issue is pallets. I've got to have enough pallets in order to do it. I actually should count how many each bunker takes, and I'll do that. I'll have to bring the dump truck out to Lowe's or something like that. See if we can't get some more loads of pallets and whatnot. I just went to Tractor Supply and bought the electric galvanized wire, and I'm going to try that. I was using mechanics wire last year, but I ended up having problems with that, so it just kept breaking on me, and I don't know if the rust got to it or just the weight. So we're going to try the galvanized this year. I just got half a mile of that. So that is kind of what's going on with this ordeal. I've got my smoking wood, and then I've got the trash wood, the popple, and then we did put another coat of paint on this guy, and I put a headliner in it, which didn't come out great, but it's better than it was. So but yeah, that's about it. The weather's holding in with us. Leaves are falling every friggin' day. Closer and closer to winter. The nights are starting to get colder too, so it's not going to take very long. And the phone's going to start ringing off the hook. So, but that's kind of what's been going on with me. What have you guys been doing? Freaking tick or something. Let me see. This phone mount has lost its stickiness. There, you sucker. Maybe we went a little too early this morning. I'm used to coming on at 4 o'clock. Usually the audience is a little bigger. Let me see if I can't. I refresh this thing. No. Live. That's better. No, it's not. Son of a gun. All right. I think it takes a minute. Every time I do that walk around, I don't know where the heck the service drops here. But for some reason, you share play. Okay. No, I don't know what the heck it is. I regret that. I almost think it's over by that conveyor because I've done a couple live streams over there and it's dropped a couple times. So wonder if that's what it is. But nonetheless, if the live stream dropped out, there's no sense in continuing it. So thanks, officer. I don't understand. Like it jumps from 0 to 10. I don't know if anybody's here. You used to be able to click on the viewer and it would show you. Well, nonetheless, if anybody is out there, God bless you. We'll cut the stream off there because I can't figure. That's why I hate walking around. I forget where the heck the bad spot is here. But nonetheless, we will see you guys next weekend, and hopefully I can get some content when John gets up and takes the softwood out. We'll get some of that, and then I think I got Monday and Tuesday there, and then I've got a lawn job. I got to go pick rocks and get rid of a whole pile of rocks for my grandmother. Um, from where we got rid of all the material for my brother-in-law's. Oh, freaking GP's here now. Apparently, it is working. Um, yeah. Where the heck was I? Um, yeah. So I got my grandmother's yard to go do. And then I've got a couple chainsaws. So that's what's going on. I can join shortly, okay. All right, we'll give you 10, Bubba. Like I said, I'm glad I at least see somebody. Because right now it's telling me there's 10 freaking people in here, but yeah, I'll wait for you. No problem at all, man. Just glad I freaking I'm just glad the live stream's back up and going. Like I said, I don't understand why it cuts off like that. See, now it's 0 again, which now it says 10. Nonetheless, I can look at this. Oh, seeing how we're waiting for GP. Oh, I did pick up $200 worth of crap from Tractor Supply. Um, hot shots. Anybody that has diesel engines, I've had awesome luck with this stuff. With the skidders. How do you use this thing? I never was very good with these. All right. How do you get more? Oh, you squeeze it. Oh, well, that's freaking handy. Hmm. So if anybody's been had a hard time with their fuel stabilizer or anything like that, if you guys use that crap, what you got to do is squeeze it. It's idiot proof, apparently. I just never realized that you squeezed it. I thought you had to do the frickin' and then pour it over. Oh, whatever. It probably works that way too. Actually, I think it kind of does. But yeah, squeezing it works better. So Hot Shots is the only thing that has got us out of a bind. We used Diesel 911. That stuff is trash. I think the Lucas stuff worked all right, but the Hot Shots, we ended up getting a case of them from Napa. They were uh, little like tubes of this stuff, and my skidder, we had two salamanders going on it. I don't know. I think I still have the videos maybe on here where I used trash bags and I surrounded the cowling, uh, and I had the thing running. Yeah, it would run, but it would run on limp mode. Um, so yeah, I trash bagged the whole hood and then the grill and tried to make like a greenhouse or whatever the heck you want to call it in there. And then we had a salamander on the fuel tank. And until we got that hot shot um, stuff, nothing worked. And actually, I think Project Farm. I think that's who it was. Project Farm. He was he did a deal on it. Let me just cover this address up because we don't need any of that. Getting exposed. Let's look at this one too. I don't know if anybody can get anything off of them, but we might as well not. So yeah, I'll share with you guys what I spent $200 at Tractor Supply to get. So I've got fuel filter for one of my the one of my transfer pumps for diesel fuel. I've got 30 whatever. I got welding tips for the welder. I got the Hot Shot Secret Sauce, and I've got some Extreme Duty Molly grease, which I wanted to use the Blu-ray, the Bel-ray, or whatever the heck you call it. But they didn't have a case of it, so I ended up going with Traveler, Extreme Duty, whatever. So we're gonna give this stuff a try. It was still $68 for a box of them, and then I got 40 pounds of 14 gauge electric fence wire galvanized. So we're gonna try that out for the bins, which they don't give that crap away either. That was like $60, 60. I think the cheapest thing here, really, the cheapest thing here was the Hot Shots. I think that was $19. This filter was 24, and then the welding tips I think was 30. That doesn't add up. It doesn't really matter. It was over 200 bucks, nonetheless, and I didn't get nothing. So getting kind of sick of that. We'll say that the grease is somewhat understandable. The filter is absolutely retarded. That is dumb. But it'll probably be. Yeah, I'm not going to say that. 10 microns. We'll see. I just picked up two transfer pumps. Whatever the red one is, forgot what the heck it's called. Fill right, fill right. I just got two transfer pumps and a steel tank that I might put in the back of the truck. But the problem with putting it in the back of the truck is when I'm hauling firewood, the truck's about bottomed out with firewood. So if I've got 50 to 100 gallons of fuel in the back of the truck and then have a face cord delivery, I'm maxing out the truck. So I've got to do something with the rear end of this thing, either airbags. I'm half tempted to do airbags, so that's that's where I'm leaded more towards. But yeah, what do you guys use for what do you guys like for grease? Anybody out there? If anybody's out there. Because it's going from 0 to 15. So it's definitely on the more zero side. I bet you there's probably one or two people actually in here. You know what I might do? I think I'm gonna end this one and then we'll restart when GP comes in here. That might be better because this has got, I don't know what happened to this stream, but we'll try it again in a minute here. Let me do that.